Let's talk about castle law. Sean Fraser, the Minister of Justice, has recently talked about castle law. Let's hear what he has to say.
In self-defense, in criminal law, you have the right to defend yourself in your home. You and other people who may be in your home through the use of reasonable force if you are attacked. Where we differ is when that force becomes unreasonable. I think the police should be able to look into it. If a person has been completely subdued, a true castle law in its purest form would allow you to execute that person after they no longer pose a safety threat. I think that's a very bad idea.
And fundamentally, this is the truth. Just look at the case in Milton last year of the man who shot an intruder who was threatening him and his family. The intruder died. The man did not go to jail. They had to investigate, but they dropped all charges. And for reference, this is actually a conservative law.
So the law in Canada today recognizes that you're allowed to defend yourself with reasonable force, but that if it becomes unreasonable in the circumstances, the cops are allowed to look into it. I think that's a pretty safe place to land. That's the law that exists today was brought in by Stephen Harper. We don't intend to change the conservative law that was put in place.
The thing is, if we were to try to implement a castle law in Canada, it would get struck down by the Supreme Court. And we've seen time and time again that when that happens, sometimes it has negative outcomes for what we intend to have happen in Canada. So maybe, just maybe, let's be reasonable and responsible with the type of laws that we push for.